Alright, so after thinking about this movie for a few days now, I think it's safe to say that not only is this movie one of my favorite films of the year, but it is also one of my favorite science fiction films of all time. I may get dragged for that opinion, but that's okay. So The Creator is a brand new science fiction film that I actually have been really looking forward to for quite a while now. The film is directed by Gareth Edwards and it stars John David Washington, Gemma Chan, Ken Watanabe, and Allison Janney. As a future war between the human race and artificial intelligence rages on, ex-Special Forces agent Joshua is recruited to hunt down and kill the Creator, the elusive architect of advanced AI. Now, for the most part, I have seen nothing but positive reviews for this film, and while there were some that were not too fond of the film, there is one thing that we can all agree on, and that is the incredible production because, wow. Dude, the fact that this movie only had an $80 million budget and looked this damn good is insane. Meanwhile, Disney and Warner Brothers are dropping $300 million on blockbuster films and they still look like shit. Let this serve as a reminder that you do not need an insanely high budget just for great production in a film. Point is, the film looked stellar. Everything from when we are in outer space, to the war zone terrains of Los Angeles, to the mountains in Asia, I was just in awe with the look and the feel of this high-tech evolved world. And it's not just the world and the locations, the design of the AI robots looked awesome. The blend of human and machine was amazing, and it really had me thinking, how much of this was practical? Like, there had to have been some form of practicality used somewhere in the mix. Also, the cinematography is spectacular. Like, these shots, they look like 4K wallpapers you would use as a home screen for your PC. Overall, the production in this film is a top-tier visual marvel, and the cinematography significantly complements the world of the Creator and the on-site locations. To be honest, guys, despite the plot holes in this story, I still liked it. AI robots versus humanity in this new world order is a subgenre of science fiction that I will never ever get tired of. Now look, I know The Creator is not the first film to have ever made a movie about AI versus humans. Like, there have been many films that have done this exact same thing. However, it's just that when you look at the conflict with the humans and their reasonings against AI, and the AI intellects just wanting to live on their own in peace and harmony and willing to do whatever it takes to keep that peace, I find that conflict to be very intriguing. So when that conflict arises, you see the debacle that emerges when you see the humans and their reasonings and the AI and their reasonings, you know, them colliding and clashing with one another, you know. And I just really think that was one of the biggest highlights of this film. And with the rapid pace AI is evolving today, it's only a matter of time before that becomes our reality. James Cameron tried to warn us. And the casting here was all around fantastic. Gemma Chan, Ken Watanabe, Allison Janney, they were a great supporting cast. But the biggest standouts to me were John David Washington and Madeline Una Voiles. I think both of these two really helped elevate the film with their strong performances. Now with John David Washington, you know he's going to deliver every single time. But he has like this charismatic nature to him that makes him such a joy to see him perform on screen. When it came to most of the humor, he delivered, but he really brought it home with the emotional aspects. I thought those scenes where he had to get emotional, fantastic. And not only did he bring it home, Madeline as well, she brought it home even further because her performance throughout this entire film was just stellar, like incredible. And to be brutally honest, had her performance not been good, this movie probably would have fell flat a little bit. I really did love the chemistry between the two of them, and I think both of them did an excellent job at giving us, the audience, a reason to care about their characters. And the action in this film, chef's kiss. This movie has some of the best action I have seen in a film this year since John Wick 4 and Extraction 2. Like, the action in here, it is just immersive and it will leave you on the edge of your seat. And it's kind of funny because a lot of the action in this movie, it reminded me a lot of Rogue One. But then again, the guy who directed this movie is the same guy who directed Rogue One. So that answers that. If there is one action scene that stood out to me the most, it had to have been the robot bomb scene on the bridge. Because That whole segment was insane. But point is, the action in this film, it is intense and it is immersive. And honestly, it is really well shot and well directed. So props to Gareth Edwards on that, because he did a phenomenal job with executing the action segments. And one thing I will admit, I feel like this movie had some missing parts. And when I say missing parts, like I feel like there are moments in the story that should have been in the film, but they got cut out for whatever reason, maybe due to runtime reasons, I don't know. But I believe that there is like a 3.5-hour version of this movie. So, when this movie is available for streaming, DVD, 4K, whatever the case may be, release that 3-hour cut. I need it, damn it. But in the end, y'all, The Creator is a certified banger. I had a lot of fun with this film, and I love the world of it all. And despite some plot holes that I may have found in this film, I think this movie still serves as a very entertaining piece of cinema, and it serves as a wake-up call to us humans about the dangers and the benefits of AI. So, plugging The Creator into the rank system, I am placing this one into the pinnacle zone. But yeah, that is pretty much my review for The Creator. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about The Creator. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What's your favorite sci-fi film of all time? How do you feel about the involvement of AI? Are you excited? Are you terrified? Do you think it will take over the entire world at some point? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you all in the next one.
After working up the nerve, almost equal in size, I walked around with the iron for any wrinkle in time. I paid a piece of my mind for every nickel and dime, but never less than a 5 and never slept on the job. A killer crept on your squad, yet never left the garage, where your guide was close enough to see the flesh of his eyes. Get to the button and press, it's what the message advised. What's the threat behind the vest is where the